Hey, what's up everyone, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing with Germany in our Return of the Kaiser campaign. So I want to apologize here in the beginning for, for the lateness of the video. Obviously I told you guys last episode, I think I put it in the comments down below of that episode, that I wasn't able to record 2 on Saturday, so therefore, because I work all day Sunday and I can't record, prior to Monday, this video was recorded on Monday, and so therefore the video was already going to be fairly late, just because, I get home really late on Sunday night, and then I wake up really late on Monday, and don't start recording until late, and then of course you got to render it and upload it and wait for it to process and all that kind of good shit, so it does take a while to get the video up. And then on top of that, and this is the second thing I want to apologize for, is we've got quite a bit of a storm here today, so you're probably going to be hearing that in the background. The lightning, or excuse me, the thunder, and all of the rain hitting the window here in our little office where we record. So yeah, that's another reason. And it's going to be a little bit late today because I waited as long as I could, guys. I waited for 2.5 hours for the storm to try and move on, for it to die down just a little bit for me to record. And unfortunately, it has not. So, and if I don't record now, then I won't be recording at all because it's like 4:30, almost 5 o'clock right now. So it's already going to be late as it is. So apologize for all that, guys. And because of the storm, I don't really want to record 2 videos. So it looks like I'll be recording Tuesday's video on Tuesday, which means that video is going to be late too. So we're starting out this series real strong, guys. It's going great. Just YouTube problems, guys. So we had the vote last episode. We had the vote on whether we should go with Central Powers, create our own faction, Central Powers, with like an Austria-Hungary model, Italy, and we'll see who else we can get into it. Or whether we should go with the Allies, specifically with Britain. That would also allow us to attack France. So it would have been an interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wanted to do that one just because it seems really interesting. And I wasn't really wanting to bow down to the Brits or anything like that, but I did think it'd be interesting, like allying with them against France. I think that'd be kind of cool, really, really different as well. Where essentially what we're gonna be going with this time is it's World War II. I mean, it was really World War I technically, the setup. But it's basically the same thing as World War II. It's us and Italy, maybe some countries here, against the Allies. So that's why I didn't really want to do that one. But I wanted you guys to vote. Democracy, guys, and Central Powers did win. So that's the route we're going to be going. And I think it should be interesting, too, just because there's some cool national focuses there, like assassinating Mussolini. I think that'd be kind of cool. And there's a few other things here. Just the whole Austria-Hungary thing. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, like I said, pretty much it does very much feel like you're, I don't know, kind of like you're doing just a regular World War II in a way. All right, so let's go and get started, guys. Now that we know the direction that we're going, we can kind of change up a few things. For instance, I know that I would want to go to war with the Netherlands, try and get their rubber as soon as we can, get that rubber and oil from their colony in the Dutch East Indies. However, we cannot get a war goal until world tension is at least 50%. I don't know if we have anything that's going to reduce that, any national focuses, because that's a ways away. So, and by the time it's at that point, we'll have to fight the British, so we won't be able to get a quick war. It is what it is. So I don't know if we have. I thought we had a national focus already that increased that what we require, world tension wise, in regards to getting claims, but I guess we don't. So maybe there's another one that I saw and I'm just getting confused. So we've got some dockyards, and we just finished up research for the new carriers. So that's what we're going to be spending our dockyards on, guys. We're going to get the new carriers going. We're going to put them. We'll put them right above them, and let's go and make sure they're going to our base of operations here. And then we're going to give them probably several of the dockyards from these battleships here. Let's just go and tick down the destroyers a bit, so that we can make sure that we can get some carriers built. Hopefully in time for the conflict, which is the sea. We're obviously going to need more dockyards. That is not enough dockyards. And I think we're done with our ships. Yes, we are. All right, so now that we're done with that, we're not close enough to 1938 to work on 1938 techs. So what we're going to be doing is, let's go ahead and get some of these special forces techs knocked out. I guess we're going to go for paratroopers. Get the paratroopers going. Not that we really have the army experience to really change our division designs, unfortunately. But yeah, eventually we will. So is there anything we can do here? Yeah, we do want to get, oh yes, we need to get the anti-tanks in here. All right, so let's see if we can't do that. Let's go anti-tank. Anti-tank. That gets us to the 40 combat width that we want to be at. Let's go ahead and save that. And we don't have anywhere near enough. Let me just take a look. Anti-tanks to put in our unit. So we should probably focus on building those. Just taking a look here and see what we can pull from. Probably not much of anything, because we are also short on artillery, pretty bad. All right, well, let's just go and pull one infantry equipment, put that into the anti-tanks, and that's good for now. Just any military factories we get, we'll put into the anti-tanks. It seems that we also have a dockyard, so let's go ahead and pump that into the, let's do carriers. Like I said, I really want to get the carriers, or at least one carrier done before the war breaks out, which we don't know exactly when that's going to be, but we'll need to train these guys up as well. It's going to get them, we'll just put them into their own little training army. I think that's the best way to do this, because it shouldn't take them very long at all to train up. Same with this yellow army here. Let's grab all these guys up and put them into their own separate training army. We do have some political power that we can spend. It's going to take care of that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're already done. Yes, they are. Do they have all their manpower, though? They do have all their manpower, and they're already done. That was quick. All right, so we can just go ahead and throw them back in. Obviously, they still have to wait for them to get all their equipment. It's going to take them a little while. Means that we have a couple divisions here done. Do they have all their manpower? They do. All right, fantastico. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put them into this yellow army here. Since that yellow army is on the border, and yes, let's go ahead and spend our political power as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to go for the military guy, the war industrialist, and then after that we're going to get these last two here. I think it'll be close enough where we're going to want to have those unlocked. So let's go with the war industrialist. Help us build military factories a little bit quicker. I think that might also help with dockyards, not entirely sure. And let's just take a look. Yes, dockyard construction speed as well, which I know we're working on some dockyards. We just got army innovations done. Okay, so now the question is, we might, because we are going Central Powers, so we should be able to get the Romanian, well, I don't know about the Romanians, we should be able to get the Hungarians into our faction, so I would like to go down this route, if possible. We're going to see if we can't make that happen rather than going this route. Although, what is the bonuses this gives? Okay, it changes to war economy. Alright, I mean, we can do that ourselves with our political power. So, yeah, we're not going to go that route. Let's take a look. We could also do treaty with the USSR. That gives us some nice research bonuses. We're not going to use those just yet, though. So, yeah, that's not until 1939, so no reason to get that yet. Instead, it'd make more sense to go with either rebuild the nation or go ahead and start moving on. Oh, we can't do this one yet because, yes, we need naval rearmament. That's right. To focus on the true enemy, we're going to have to rebuild our fleet up. All right, well, that makes sense. We're trying to build our fleet up anyways. So let's go and do that. Let's do naval rearmament. This is going to give us some dockyards. 3 dockyards specifically, and Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. So we'll have to see if Italy declares war on Yugoslavia. Now we want Italy to do well because they're probably going to be a future ally of ours. So we do want them to be as strong as they can be. But I guess it really depends. We'll have to see if our event works out to assassinate him or not. If it doesn't, then I don't know if they would even want to ally with us. Okay, yes, that's right. We're going to go ahead and get the fighters next. And then we want to go ahead and get those guys building carrier naval bombers so that our carriers will actually have some planes, some assistance. We'll put those above the tactical bombers. And let's put some factories towards those so we can get those building. Yes, we're definitely going to need, more factories, guys, more military factories. We're going to trade with Portugal. Now we know we're probably not going to be allies with the United States. So really just Sweden. That's the only other country to trade with other than Portugal here for those. Then we got Naval Rearmament. That was really quick. Huh. Was that like a... Oh, these are only 35 days to complete. Interesting. All right, that's a lot of dockyards you get. So that's really nice. I hadn't even checked like how many of these are not 7 days focus. Since most of these are. All right, so let's go and get naval effort. This is going to give us some research bonuses and more dockyards and some Navy experience. So some great shit there. Let's go and grab it up. And we can assign these 3 new dockyards that we just got. So our naval industry is looking pretty good, guys. It's not bad at all. Let's go and pump these into carriers and battleships. And I suppose we'll have another one going towards light cruisers as well. Oh, we never got any convoys. God damn. Yeah, we only have 120 convoys. We should probably get those building. Let's just pull from there, there, there. All right, that looks good. And we are short on oil again. So let's not trade with the United States. No reason to strengthen them any further. Let's instead trade with, well, Romania only has one. We'll trade for the one that they have, and then trade with Venezuela for the rest. Obviously, once we go to war with the Allies, which I assume we're going to, because of, yeah, how would we not? I don't know if we'll go to war with the Allies first or the Soviet Union. I guess it just depends on how things go. We've got maintenance companies knocked out and logistics companies. Excellent. So we do need MPs, but that's not really a priority at the moment. And it is 1938, so that's going to mean we're going to want to get computing machines. And what else do we want with 1938? I think infantry equipment is what we're going to want to go for next. Yes. Oh, we got some warnings here because of the storm. It's a flash flood warning, guys. Flash flood warning. And then we are also on a tornado warning right now as well. It's quite the storm out there. It's been raining like all day, storming all day. As I said, I'm sitting here waiting to record and having some issues with that, just because of how bad the weather is right now. So let's put another one into the carrier naval bombers, and then we're gonna put some more into. Well, anti-tanks have 5 now. That's not bad. All right, we're gonna need to save them for. Wait, it seems that we finished building. Yes, that's right. God damn it, I forgot all about these. All right, the whole reason why we got these early was so that we could build them. So let's go ahead and get them moving up. Put them right underneath those light tanks. And we're going to have to give them some factories so we can get these building up so we can make adjustments once we get the experience. We have 25 right now to finally do something to it with our light tanks. So we're going to want to pull from something. There's like nothing to pull from. We kind of need everything we're working on right now. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait, guys. We'll get them the next 2 factories. What are we currently doing? We're building military factories. All right, so as we get those built, that'll go over to our army there. So we're going to put these guys into the Red Army. Move them on over here. And let's bring some over to the Yellow Army, which is sitting on the French border right now. We also need to get a field marshal. Might as well do it now while I'm thinking about it. I do want to see if he can. Nah, he didn't earn any traits. I thought maybe they might have earned some traits from the war, but not really. This would be useful. Fortress Buster over here. I don't know if we'll be probably not going to be attacking a Maginot Line though. That'd be stupid. Right now they're just a defensive force. But yeah, let's go and get a field marshal going, guys. Both of these guys are going to be down here. And who do we want to assign? We have 2 field marshals. And as far as their ratings go, they're quite similar. One is better, Runstedt is better, and I might pronounce these names wrong, my bad guys, and Von Kluge. So he's better at the planning, and then he's better at the logistics. Now, as far as traits go, this guy's got offensive and defensive doctrine, so that's a nice max entrenchment, plus the organization loss while moving is reduced. And this guy can get charismatic. Let's do that. I always try and grab that up. I like charismatic a lot. So I think that's what we're going to go. He's also an armor officer, so instead of the old guard. We might just change it. We might just give 2 different. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, so we're going to have 2 separate theaters. Just because we know we're going to need them anyways, eventually, as we build our army up. So there's no reason not to get them now, and we do have 2 field marshals, so let's make it happen. And I like this guy better for this front, and our other guy better for the other front. So yeah, we'll get 2 going. So we're currently training 1 unit. He's got a lot of training to get done. As far as other units that we can pump out, we'd actually pump all these guys out. So I'm gonna have to cut that thunder out, guys. That was so loud. Wow, ridiculous. So let's go ahead and get some more units here training up. We'll do like 5 more, it's fine. So we'll get those guys trained up, and I do want them low priority equipment. I thought we'd already done all this. Apparently we did not. We want reinforcements to be the priority right now. Anything else that we need to do here? I don't think so. I think we're good to go. Because yeah, none of these other guys are even close to being ready to build up. Yeah, the tanks are pretty shoddy, guys, and I need to make a lot of adjustments to them. We don't have nowhere near the experience that we need, and that fucking thunder is so loud, guys. I'm sorry about that. This is quite the storm going right now. So we can now get focus on the true enemy. This is going to gain our base war support. It's also going to increase world tension, which is what we need. We actually need world tension to go up, and then it's going to reduce the daily democracy support. So it also grants us some bonuses to our limits and ideological drift defense as well. So we do need to go down this branch, obviously. We're going to want to continue going down it. However, a lot of these are not something that I need right here at the moment, guys. I know we want to get the faction going and all that. Yeah, we do want to go down here, but these are not like immediately beneficial to us, especially this one here. You know, this one is, but this is all focused on the Navy, and we've got to get the Army built up. The Army's not looking good right now. We still have not recovered. So what I kind of want to do is go for these first, guys. I think that would be incredibly helpful to grab up some of these, so we'll be able to build up a little bit quicker, train units quicker, have more manpower, and of course, this Rebuild the Nation is going to give us a lot more civilian factories for a year. It's going to be super helpful for us building up those military factories. So I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Yeah, let's go for that first. I think it's better. There's so many choices, really. There's a lot of options that we can go for right now. But let's do Rebuild the Nation. I think that makes sense to get that now. All right. Still training up these units. That's right. We just put those guys out there. And then taking a look at our factories. We're going to go and get some more military factories, guys. We know we're going to need them. So let's do one there, one here, and one here. These are all locations for 80% bonuses. So I'm going to continue working on these. Looks like we finished that military factory, and there's nowhere for it to go, nowhere assigned. So let's go and find somewhere. We're going to go ahead and looks like the support equipment's looking good. So let's place these into something else that really needs it, like those anti-tanks. Definitely need to get some of those going. And did we get those carrier fighters? I got the carrier bombers, not the carrier fighters. All right, we just need to be patient on that. But we do need more naval bombers, guys. That's going to be key in our attempt to gain control of the sea. So with our political advisor, we're not going to get anything else here. I think we unlocked somebody nice in our national focus tree, so we're going to wait on that. We are closing on 1939, so we're going to want to get our aircraft and tank designers. We'll do tank designer first, I suppose. And let's go with... All right, so we got reliability and soft attack. We got max speed and reliability, and armor and hard attack. Well, I'm tempted to go for speed just so we can make those super fast tanks, guys. But I'm not going to do that. We are going to go with the armor and the hard attack. I think that would probably be the best thing for right now. Yeah. And I know... Oh, wait a minute. We do not have the political power. Who can we get? What can we get? Oh, okay, I see. It reduces the cost. That's right. Kaiser Wilhelm II, he can reduce the cost of all these, but not these ones. All right, I see. So we're just going to have to wait until we get 150. All right, so somebody had asked about the Navy and whether we're going to reorganize it. I'm not entirely sure what he meant because we only have 20 ships, so I don't know. There's not really anything to reorganize. We put our submarines in a separate fleet, and we've got our little tiny fleet over here with 20 ships. So there's really not anything else to organize there, so I don't know what he was meaning there. Were we here? Yeah, we're in 1938. We're still waiting on getting that. We've got to get that radar one, so we might get that, although there's something else I wanted to get here in 38, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was just stuff here. All right, so let's go ahead and get the radio, get that reinforced rate, and you know we're going to want some radar as well. Yes, we are at 156. So let's go ahead and get Porsche. All right, so that should make our tanks a little bit better. The armor and the heart attack at least. It seems we have military factories. We're going to just get a few of these assigned to different locations so that we can, let's do it like so. So we don't have to mess with this for a little while. Like that. Actually, no, because I want to make sure they go to these ones first. All right, that'll work. Oh, yes, and that's right. We need to get the carrier fighters as well. So let's go ahead and get those, and we have civilian factories open. So let's go and put these down here. We're going to want to get at least 2 pumping into carrier fighters. Seems that we are short on some resources. That's going to affect our convoys a little bit. So let's make sure that we're trading for these from Venezuela and the Portuguese. All right, and then we have civilian factories, which are just going to be going towards military factories right now. That's what we really need. We're going to eventually want to get synthetic refineries. Right now, they're not really all that useful, though. They're kind of low rating there. We're going to hit some of these 70% locations up. All right, that looks good. That should keep them busy. Got paratroopers, awesome. Don't have the experience to design them out just yet. That's all right. Let's go and get the support. All right, we got Rebuild the Nation. Was that a quicker one? It might have been. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, these are all quicker ones, so even more reason to get them. I didn't realize that. I should have gotten these already just because how quick they are, and they provide these immediate benefits. So let's go ahead and go with this one, since we're not really building civilian factories or infrastructure just yet. Not right now. trying to get those military factories pumped out. And I think having the training time would be useful, getting these guys trained up a little bit quicker. Though we still are lacking a lot of equipment, mostly the artillery and anti-tanks at the moment. Just not able to pump those out quick enough. I wonder what we could do with our tank units. Yeah, we're probably going to leave this all as is. We did get our army doctrine done. God damn it. Let's go and get the next one. There's some nice bonuses there. And like I said, I think we're gonna see what we can do here, guys. See if we can't make any adjustments. Maybe. Oh, whoa, whole bunch of shit just happened, guys. All right, so we got that. We got our national focus as well. And Yugoslavia just joined the Allies. Earlier today, the United Kingdom and Yugoslavia issued a joint statement that the latter has now been formally granted member status of the Allies. Whether this partnership will be used for offensive or defensive purposes remains to be seen, but undoubtedly extensive joint military planning is already underway. They seek strength in numbers. All right, so they are now a member of the Allies. So remember, France is not a member of the Allies at the moment. As far as their communist support right now, it is 42%. We'll just have to see which way they end up going. Currently working on Algerian France. Britain is working on encouraging colonial elite, while Yugoslavia is doing Allied Air Combat School. Italy's working on an extra research slot. So if Italy goes to war with Yugoslavia, they'll find themselves at war with the Allies, and that'd be really, really early. Well, I mean, it's not really early. We often find ourselves at war with the Allies in 1938. So what do we want next? Well, we need Marines eventually. But once again, we can't build them right now, so it feels like it'd be better to get something we can actually build. But I don't know if there's any 19... Yeah, we might want to get doctrines then, because there's no other text currently unlocked. Yeah, I think we're going to go for doctrines. That'll be the best use of our time. All right, so let's go ahead and do start with the air doctrines. As far as which one we're going to go ahead and go with the battlefield support. I think that makes the most sense for Germany here. Let's go to diet bombing. And then we can also select a new national focus, and we're going to go for this other one that is quite quick as well, even if it's not all that beneficial just yet. Will be in the future, and like I said, it's 35 days. You can't beat that. All right, so we have this one of our military factories done. Let's go and get this placed into. I'm just trying to swing around and see where we're at as far as getting these stockpiled. It seems that we have nowhere near enough. Speaking of our carrier units, I actually need to do something about that. We need to take a look and see how this is arranged. Okay, it's not done well. So let's just go ahead and pull some of the... Oh wait, no, that's not the way I want to do that. My bad. I'm doing this the opposite way I wanted to do it. Let's actually do 20 and 35. I think it makes more sense. All right, excellent. So let's just go ahead and put them into naval bombers instead, since we know we're going to need a lot more of those. All right, we also need more rubber. I hate having to trade with the Dutch East Indies, but really, I mean, we could trade with Siam for one. I suppose we can do that, but yeah, there's just not really anybody else to trade with but the Allies. They got full control of the rubber, as they always do. Let's go and get more military factories. Let's do... I do want to keep some 80% slots open for our refineries so we can get those quickly, but yeah, I don't think we're going to have any open. All right, so I've assigned a ton of our factories over here just so we don't have to keep doing that. As far as our units go, these guys are all done, but what I'm going to do is we're just going to stop them from training, and we're going to leave one of them in there. And we're going to be placing the rest of them probably on that yellow front there. What we'll do is put 2 in that red army. And then the other ones will go into the yellow. Since they're the ones on the border here. There we go. Get those guys moving over there. And I should have checked. Yeah, I can actually just go ahead and pump these guys into there now. Let's go and do some more units, guys. I'm not building like a ton of them at a time, guys. And that's largely just because we're lacking so much equipment. There's no reason to. They wouldn't even be able to train because we're nowhere near having the equipment that we need. All right, so we can go ahead and take these guys and put them into the yellow army. And then have them train again. All right, excellent. I want to see what Poland's up to. I'm curious. They're starting Central Industrial Region. They have gotten, yeah, they got all of their neighbors into their faction. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it requires a little bit of war on their part. We did get our national focus done. We can now do the bulwark against Bolshevism, which gives us a national spirit, which increases our factory output and our dockyard output. This national spirit will be lost if in a faction with or fighting a war. Okay, so that's if we were to, become friends with the Soviet Union. All right, so we're not going to do that just yet, even though that would be incredibly useful, because I kind of wanted to do the treaty with the USSR first. I want them to agree to that event so that we can get that bonus. And if we do this, I don't know if that'll you know, turn them against us and they would be willing to do it. So we might want to do that now so we could work on that if we so desired. So let me just see here what we want to do. Yeah, I think we're going to do that one. Could also do the area innovations. That's one option too. And that gives us some research bonuses for battlefield support since we are working on that. Oh yes, we need to get the infrastructure up. This would make it, that's maximum infrastructure. That would make it a lot cheaper to build stuff there. Yeah, shit. All right, what we're going to do, let's get the treaty with the USSR first so that we have 70 days. That would be, we have time. We have time to get that. Let's go and get this one first. I'm going to give ourselves a nice research bonus there. So what do we have available here? Did we get... We did not get that guy yet. That's what Westwall. That's the one I'm thinking of. We haven't gotten Westwall yet. So now we can finally start working on the military staff. A lot of options here available to us. But you know what I didn't think about? We still haven't got the aircraft designer, so we're going to have to wait to get that. All right. So we'll wait. Get that 150. And we're short on tungsten. I suppose we'll trade for that. We don't want that hurting us at all. Let me just take a look at how our civilian factories are doing. We are almost building a full 3 lines, so that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Actually, we can go ahead and start building some more military factories. Let's do... Yeah, I guess we'll build in Brandenburg. Sure, why not? And we should probably build in Franken. Oh, no. We're about to tick these up. Yeah. All right, yeah, some of these are about to get ticked up to 100% here, so we're just going to build those 3 for right now. And let's take a look at which aircraft designer we're going to want to get. So we can do light aircraft. That's probably what we'll do. I usually do fighters. Yeah, I think it makes the most sense for us to do the fighters. We want to gain control of the skies. And we all know that the Brits love to build an insane number of planes. So we can use any advantage that we can get. Looking at our fleet right now, we are at 21 ships now. We did get radio as well. That's awesome. We are going to want to get the radar. And I suppose we could get it. Yeah, we're still in 1930. Let's do it. Let's get the radar, guys. So we can start building some radar on whichever front we end up fighting on first, which we still don't know just yet. We did get those as well. We're just knocking these techs out, so that's nice. These rest are all 1939 techs, so we're not going to want to get those yet. Like I said, we do need Marines. Let me just see if there's anything else that we could get right now that would be better to work on. I suppose if we want to gain control of the seas, we really need to start working on naval doctrines, guys. Yeah, we should definitely start working on them. I'm tempted to go to base strike because there's just no bonuses for our carriers in this one. I think there's one that gives some carrier bonuses. Yeah, right there. Carrier organization, sortie efficiency. You know, I think we are going to stay in trade interdiction. Yeah, because it's actually the fleet and bean that I was thinking of that doesn't give a lot of bonuses for the carriers. Then they have what, like 1, 2? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's only those 2 that give bonuses for the carriers. This one does have quite a few carrier bonuses. We have 1 there. We have 1 or 2 right here. So yeah, there's definitely some one and then the one I mentioned before. So we went base strike in the last campaign. So let's go trade interdiction instead. I just don't care about this one because, like I said, I'm just not going to use submarines at all. And I hate about this one that you have to go all the way down these submarines to get the bonuses for your light cruisers, heavy cruisers, and battle cruisers. Basically your cruisers. To get those bonuses, you got to go all the way down this branch of a bunch of submarine things that you don't care about. So that's unfortunate, but what are you going to do about it? Let's go with this one first since we don't even have any carriers. We probably won't have very many carriers when the war breaks out. Maybe one or 2. It's not going to be a lot, guys. We did get another military factory done. Wow, actually we got a lot of military factories done. So nice. We're really starting to build some stuff out here, guys. So we need to continue working on our Air Force. So let's put that into there. And the 4th International. All right, how many internationals will there be? It's a good question, my friend. We got all our factories assigned, looking good. Do need more oil. Venezuela looks like they have a little bit more to trade us, so we'll go and get that from them. And I would love if we got them in our faction. We need to take a look and see what everybody's doing down there. So Pax Americana, and then Otto assumes the Hungarian crown. So in search of a suitable king, the Kingdom of Hungary extended an invitation to Otto von Habsburg to return to lands that were until recently ruled by his family. All right, so yeah, we've seen this event before. And the wife just called as well. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Something about the Hungarians and the Austrians. But anyway, yeah, my wife just called about dinner. We're going to be eating some turkey tonight. King Super sells these turkey breast. And, you know, they're first of all, they're delicious. And there's the fact that you get a turkey breast. We are going to go with the treaty with the USSR so we can get those tank bonuses by 1939. But yeah, you can get a turkey breast without having to cook a whole fucking turkey, so it's really, really nice, and they're tasty as well. We're gonna continue down the this tree here. We do need to get these done. As far as between mobile infantry or the Blitzkrieg, we're going for Blitzkrieg. You guys should already know. Let's go and get the armored spearhead. Increase the ability of our tanks. I know we don't have a lot of tanks, so getting all those bonuses isn't all that helpful. But we're going to have them soon, guys. Soon. I'm going to start working on tanks. We got 43 army experience. We could probably go ahead and change up our army designs now, actually. We'll take a look at that here in a second. And we do have names as well, name suggestions that I wanted to add for this episode, but I'm recording so late that I decided not to do it. But we do have a lot of name suggestions. You can continue to provide them. I do have one, or I have multiple ones for infantry. I have, I think, one for the panzers. 2 for cavalry, 2 suggestions for cavalry. Nobody suggested anything for the mountain troops or paratroopers, so those are open. And you can keep suggesting names for these because I haven't selected them yet. I was going to fill them out, but as I said, we're doing this last minute here, guys. So I really just wanted to get started on the recording. So I didn't take the time to name those. So we did get another civilian factory done, or excuse me, open. And the officers revolt in the Soviet Union, so they have their civil war now. So that should help weaken them a little bit. It'd be a great time to go to war with them. Of course, it's not really an option, though. We can't really do anything. 12% world tension. That's actually lower than it was before, unfortunately. All right, so let's go and build in some of these places. Oh, here's the 100%. Yeah, that's right. So we now have multiple 100% locations. Just take a look here. Brandenburg is one of them. Franken is another. And then I thought there was one more 100% location, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, right there, Hanover. Okay, so let's go ahead and build in those ones. That makes the most sense. All right, so we'll go ahead and build a few military factories in those. Should keep them busy.
All right.
And we do have these guys done training. Excellent. How are we doing on getting these guys done? We could do some more and then just deploy these guys. It's fine. So we're going to deploy all them and then get these troops. Probably I'm just gonna put them all into that yellow army because that will get them fully staffed. Oh wait, nope, I miscounted. There's one more needed. I don't know why I thought we had 6 divisions in there. Clearly had 5. So we'll need one more for the yellow army to be full, and then we'll start working on filling out the red army. All right, awesome. Oh yes, our tank units. Let's gonna take a look, see what we can't do here. Probably not gonna be able to get anything done while it's running this fast, but we'll try. We'll try our best to see what we can't finish up. So the motorized is really lacking here. So, when do we get... Oh, we're going to keep motorized in those, so that's absolutely fine. So let's go ahead and put some more... Oops, grabbed the wrong ones, I think. So let's go ahead and put some more motorized in here. I think that makes sense. So motorized. We'll do some light tanks as well. And then we're going to want to do the... well, we'll actually do that over here, I think. So let's do motorized here. And then let's get the light self-propelled artillery going over here. We're gonna want a lot of light self-propelled artillery. I like these, and then we'll do one. Oh, that's it. That's all we have, guys. All right. Okay, how would be the best way to do this? Let's do it like, yeah. Let's just remove some of these guys. Oops. Oh yeah, we can go ahead and put them in here. So we'll do light tank destroyers, and I think that's good. I suppose we could do another motorized here because we know we're going to want it. Yeah, that'll work for right now. That's all we have the experience for. We'll just have to continue building out as we go. And that will require our light tanks to train up. So that's all right. Let's go and save that. We're just trying to get them up to 40 width division designs. I think we only have one tank unit. Yeah, I believe that's our only tank. And he's got a bit of experience. We'll see how much that ticks down and if he needs to train up again. He's currently at 53% manpower, so yeah, I'm almost positive he's going to have to train up. So yeah, it looks like this ended super quick. They never last very long. It's kind of a joke how ridiculously quick they end up defeating them. I don't even know what the point is when it's that quick. So region-wide industrial integration. So we do not want to spend the political power on this right now. Perhaps in the future. Taking a look at our civilian factories, we need to get more military factories going. Let's continue building in these 100%. We'll go ahead and build those up a bit more. Hit these 80% as well, and the 70% locations. All right, looks good. We can also make an adjustment here. We're not going to get anybody there, and we're done with all these, so we're going to start working on either Chief of Army, Chief of Navy, Chief of Air Force, or the Military High Command. I think we should get the Chief of Navy first, guys. I never do that, but I want to make sure I have him by the time the war starts out. I'm sure we're gonna have plenty more time to get leaders or advisors, excuse me. But I want to make sure I have this one. I think it makes sense. So let's go and get the decisive battle guy. This is Eric Raider. I'm fucking tearing that name up. I already know. He gives them very, very good bonuses to our capitals and screen ships. Yeah, because the naval war always ends so quickly, so it makes sense to get that. And it seems that we're not getting the oil that we need from Romania, unfortunately. All right, that's all right. We will trade with Venezuela for more. All right, and they are just about out of oil for us as well. All right, but the Portuguese have plenty of tungsten for us. Treaty with the USSR has been completed. I don't know if they agreed to it or not. Well, I guess we'll have to see. I think we get an event for that. Could get the research bonuses for yeah, those are some great research bonuses, so we are going to want to eventually get those, but not yet. Not yet, my friends. All right, let's go ahead and shift back over to Naval Focuses, guys. So let's go and do the focus on the true enemy. Could do the Dockyards, I'm tempted, but this here would give some nice bonuses as well. We get 2 Dockyards, plus a bunch of research bonuses, and on top of that, we can produce battleships faster. So that'd be nice to have. So let's go ahead and do this one, focus on the true enemy. It's time that we grab that up, guys. Let the world know what our ambitions are. We're looking to gain our place in the sun again. All right, so let's get, I guess infantry equipment, and it's probably good for right now. The Soviets did accept the German-Soviet treaty, so that's awesome. Expected them to. They usually accept it. Every once in a while they tell you no, but I don't know that I've seen it too many times. Let's go and build up the naval bombers a bit more. And the Empire of Japan just declared war on Communist China. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on, let's just take a look and see what's going on over here. Why Communist China? Why did they declare war on them? It's weird. And they're about to get their bicycle battalions. That'll decide the war right there, guys. Be on bikes. I haven't got to, because I haven't played as Japan since Awaken the Tiger, so I have not got to check out the bicycle battalions. I hope they're everything we all hope they would be. So let's get, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get the decryption. I want to knock that out. So we don't have to put, we don't have to worry about that any longer. We'll be done with that side of things because we're soon going to be unlocking the industrial techs. All right, so we're about to hit 1939. I wanted to get as far as we can get in this episode. I knew that we wouldn't have, conflict in this one. I'm hoping next episode we'll see some war break out. We'll have to get world tension high enough now that the Japanese are declaring war on countries. Maybe it'll be high enough. So yeah, we need to get some more. We'll get some more anti-tanks because we're still behind on that. And we're going to need to build some more of these as well. These are all nowhere near where we need them to be at. Finished up encryption. All right, so we are done here. We are close enough to 1939. We're going to go ahead and start working on 1939 techs. We're going to go ahead and get, oh, Lord. I'm really tempted to go ahead and start working on some of the things here. This is, wow, nice. You get a nice 100%. Well, we don't want to use that. So we can't get that until it's actually 1939. Because, yeah, this is basically no bonus to us. Instead, we'd rather get the 50% bonus, which doesn't apply until after 1939. So we don't want to get that yet. That wouldn't make any sense. We can go ahead and start working on ships. Those do take so long to build that it would make sense to get those. Actually, we're about to get a bunch of bonuses for battleships. So, research bonuses. So, yeah, we're not gonna do that just yet. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's instead go with, you can't go with tanks. I guess we're going with planes, guys. Yeah, that makes most sense. Let's go ahead and start working on the planes. We're gonna get the fighters. Okay, how are we doing on getting these guys finished? That's gonna take them a while. Producing some more troops here. We just got some more research done. Moving along, guys. Let's go ahead and continue down it. Although, you know what? Let's take a break from it. We got a bunch of stuff we have to get now that it's in 1939. Let's go ahead and start working on these. We're gonna do concentrated industry and improve our factories a bit. And we're going to be ending the episode very, very soon, guys, unfortunately. But it is about that time. We got radio detection as well. We're not going to go any further just yet. Yeah, we don't need, there's no point because we don't even have level 1 radar stations yet. So instead, it is 1939. That means we're going to work on the tanks. Let's get that 50% bonus on those medium tanks so we start producing those. Obviously, we don't have a whole lot of industry to devote towards it at the moment, but I would like to start building them up, start getting some stockpiles going. And it does suck that we just don't have any goddamn experience, guys. We got like no experience. Let's go ahead and put... Oh, let's do... What do we currently have in here? All right, so instead, let's change these up. Let's change these to light self-propelled artillery and light tank destroyer like that. All right, save. And we're at 35. So we're getting there, guys. So that's probably going to be the last thing we're going to be doing here. I do want to take a look at the... Yeah, the tank does need to be trained up. All right, we'll get him moving over there. I guess this will be the last thing we're doing. We're going to select a national focus. And I think we're going to go ahead and do the rebuild the high seas fleet. Though, interestingly enough, yeah, you are locked. You can only have one of these. Well, Plan Z doesn't go anywhere because you are required to be a fascist to go down this branch. I do like the crossing the Atlantic. However, I don't think you have to. Yeah, you don't have to have that one. You can have any of these. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter which one you have. So yeah, we won't be getting Plan Z, and we're not getting U-boat effort, obviously, even though there's some good stuff there. We're going to be going down this branch. So we are going to need to get the rebuild the high seas fleet. All right, so we require a program of massive naval buildup to rebuild our once glorious high seas fleet if we are ever to challenge the West successfully. As you see, we're going to get Navy experience, Dockyards, and those research bonuses that I told you about, as well as we're going to be able to produce our battleships a little bit quicker, so that'll be really nice. All right, let's go and build in some of these 100% locations, and that looks good. Communist China just joined the Comintern, so there you go. So now Communist China is now an ally of the Soviet Union, which means the Soviet Union should be called into their conflict with Japan. And hold up, looks like Communist China actually has more land than I thought they did. They have all this under their control. I didn't realize that. All right, interesting. So yeah, now Japan should end up going to war with the Soviet Union, which is great. It should distract the Soviets. They'll be shifting their focus over to the east. Yeah, very, very good. And I doubt they'll get them defeated anytime soon. They never have the Navy to invade Japan. So that should keep them distracted and fighting for a very long time. And it's definitely within our goals. So we also have some military factories we need to get assigned. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. Hope that you've enjoyed it so far. Obviously, we're not really doing much. It's a peaceful episode. Very peaceful. I wonder if we do. Nice, we do have a carrier built. So I'm glad that we got one of those done. What I'm going to do here is I think we just need to continue building up these light self-propelled artillery and the tank destroyers. We're also short on resources, so let's trade with Venezuela and the Portuguese. They're our best pals. All right, so I wanted to take a look at what our Navy's looking like right now. We currently have 1 carrier, 2 battleships, 1 heavy cruiser, 6 light cruisers, and 14 destroyers for a total of 24 ships. It's still a fairly small Navy, unfortunately. But yeah, we did get a carrier done, so that's nice. Hopefully we'll be able to get another one done before. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to before the conflict breaks out, because I'd expect it to happen, I don't know, maybe pretty close to history. It just really depends on where we get on national focus, as we're kind of behind on them. The Polish are working on ideological fanaticism, improving the Stalin line in the Soviet Union. Japan, we're probably going to look at the major powers right now, or ones that we care about at the moment. Non-aggression pact with China. Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, I hope they do that. That'd be a really interesting development there. Australia. Guess we don't really care about what they're doing. War propaganda over here in the United States, though. Interesting. France is supporting the status quo. Well, there you go. So they have decided to support the status quo. Now that we have selected that national focus, they can't select either one of these until you go for certain focuses. So now that we have that, they are going to go for support the status quo. And we'll just have to see if they go with Britain or they do the little entente. Probably going to go with Britain. So it looks like it's going to be a very traditional campaign because of the way we had that vote go. Which, by the way, it was 75% of the vote went with doing the Central Powers. So it was very much in favor of that. It wasn't even close. Commonwealth ties in Britain. Italy's working on Albanian occupation. Yugoslavia army modernization. The Kingdom of Romania is working on Army War College. The Hungarians take Austria by force. What? Okay. Austria is doing equipment effort. So what are they going to do? They're going to demand a referendum or take Austria by force. So they get a war goal against Austria. Are the Hungarians going to conquer the Austrians? That would be really interesting. Yeah, I love how every campaign always develops differently. The Czechs are working on artillery advancement. So yeah, we'll have to see, guys. What is the ideological fanaticism? Which one's that? Okay, they get a stability plus 5%. Okay. I was thinking that'd be something completely different. All right, so let's end the episode here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave that like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when we put up new videos, and also leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. As far as wars go, like I said, we can't declare war until we get 50%. I think it's still that. Yeah, still sitting at 50%. So we can't declare any wars at the moment. We're just going to wait until we get a war goal through our national focus tree or the world tension increases. All right, guys, thanks for watching.